Apple MacBook Air 13 M4 2025. This MacBook Air is so feather light and thin, even a gentle breeze might try to steal it from your tray table, but the battery life lasts longer than most flights, and that new sky blue color will have your seatmates mistaking it for a fancy mineral water. The M4 chip might be small, but packs more power than your captain's intercom, and with a fanless design, you can finally work in silence while plotting your snack attack. Minus a minor dongle drama for ports, Apple's Air is still the king of travel laptops, ready to fly higher than your frequent flyer status. 9 out of 10. Dell XPS 1324. If battery life is your travel soulmate, the XPS 13 will stick with you from sunrise at the airport lounge until you finally crash in a new time zone. The minimalist design may confuse your fingers searching for a touchpad, and good luck finding enough ports for all your gadgets. But the Snapdragon chip inside delivers nap-worthy speed all day. Looks sleek, lasts long, but if you like traditional keys or need to plug in 12 things, you might wish for a good old-fashioned paper map instead. 7 out of 10. ASUS Zenbook A14 UX3407 2025. This Zenbook feels so light it could moonlight as an in-flight magazine, and yet the battery runs a marathon, perfect for crossing both oceans and deadlines. The fancy OLED display pops with color like airport signage, but ARM compatibility might leave your favorite travel apps stranded at customs. You get AI perks and sleek style, but if Windows quirks drive you up the cabin wall, maybe stick with a safer bet for your next layover. 7 out of 10. Apple MacBook Pro 14 2024. This thing is sleeker than a jet-setter's carry-on, and its battery lasts so long you could fly from New York to Sydney twice without hunting for a socket. Plus, its dazzling display makes watching mid-flight movies almost feel like cheating the cabin experience. The M4 chip crunches through edits and emails with a vengeance, as if it wants to be your personal assistant and entertainment system all at once. Though the webcam is just decent and the price tag might make you wish your luggage was full of gold bars instead of socks. Still, for power and portability, this MacBook is a top-tier choice that practically runs on hopes, dreams, and battery magic. 9 out of 10. Samsung Galaxy Book 424. This laptop shows up dressed for business class, but delivers economy seating, rocking a smooth keyboard and solid battery life, but tripping over a display that looks like it's stuck in airplane mode with all the brightness dimmed. It's got the stamina to cruise through everyday tasks, and the audio punches above its weight, but no keyboard light and a weak webcam mean your red-eye Zoom calls will look like found footage from a ghost flight, unless you snag it at a bargain. Save that overhead bin space for something with a livelier screen. 5 out of 10. Apple MacBook Air 15 M4 2025. Apple finally made the big screen Air light enough not to tip the airport scale, with a speedy M4 chip, a price drop, and battery life that makes layovers less tragic. Plus, you get a gorgeous sky blue, which pairs perfectly with airplane window views. It's got a great 6-speaker setup that actually makes hotel rooms sound less depressing and all-day battery, but it's missing some pro-level sparkle and a cleaner port situation, so you might feel a little left out when your seatmate whips out their charger octopus. Still, for travelers who want premium vibes without the premium price, it's the best MacBook bang for your buck. 8 out of 10. ASUS Zenbook 14 OLED 2024. The Zenbook 14 OLED is so light, you might accidentally pack it twice and still slip it into a backpack alongside your burrito. And that crispy OLED screen is pure Netflix bait for cramped plane seats. Battery life can be hit or miss. Sometimes it sprints, sometimes it limps. Just ask anyone who forgot their charger at the airport. But the keyboard and touchpad are comfy enough to fire off emails while pretending to be productive on vacation. If you want zippy performance and portability with a side of style, this one's a believable jet setter, so keep the charger close. 7 out of 10. HP OmniBook Ultra Flip 14 2024. The OmniBook Ultra Flip turns heads with its sleek metal build and a display so vibrant you'll have strangers squinting at your tray table. Plus, it transforms into a tablet faster than your seatmate can ask if you're using that outlet. However, its performance feels like it's taking a nap compared to its rivals, so don't expect to edit drone footage at the gate. But the battery lasts longer than most flights, and the keyboard is practically a palm massage. Choose it for epic battery and jaw-dropping screen, but skip if you need serious horsepower on the road. 6 out of 10. Apple MacBook Air 13 2024. Apple's MacBook Air 13 gets lighter every year, and the M3 chip is so fast you'll probably check your reflection to see if you accidentally turned into a developer. Plus, the battery easily survives a full day of sightseeing or regrettable Zoom calls. The screen is crisp enough for movies, typing is a breeze, but only having 2 USB-C ports is Apple's way of telling you to pack light and stop collecting gadgets. If you crave near-perfect portability, premium build, and classic Mac reliability, it's the king of casual travel laptops. 9 out of 10. HP Pavilion Aero 13 2024. This featherweight champ comes in at less than 1 kilogram, so tossing it into your backpack barely dents your shoulder. Just don't expect it to bench press your massive project files without breaking a sweat. The bright 1610 display is as crisp as your travel Instagram, and the keyboard is comfy enough for you to write a novel while waiting for your delayed flight. Battery life is only decent at around 10 hours, so maybe save those Netflix marathons for layovers. Sorry, Aero, it's business class comfort with economy stamina. 7 out of 10. ASUS ROG Zephyrus G14 2024. This compact beast packs fire-breathing power, so you can game at the airport without looking like you brought your entire desk setup. And the OLED screen is so lush you might miss your train staring at your desktop wallpaper. It's surprisingly easy on your back for a gaming rig, and stays cool under pressure, but the RAM is locked down tighter than your boarding gate 10 minutes before takeoff. So forget upgrades and travel light. Battery life is solid, but not marathon level, so prepare for gaming sprints instead of cross-country treks. Leave room in your suitcase for a charger, just in case. 8 out of 10. LG Gram 16 224. This is pretty much the unicorn of travel laptops. 16 inches of glorious OLED wonder packed into a featherweight body that somehow tips the scale lighter than some water bottles. The battery goes the distance, almost 11 hours. And the Gram does daily tasks like a champ. But if you ask it to run heavy-duty jobs, it might just text you LOL can't from its mushy trackpad. Absolutely perfect if you want big screen luxury on the road and your idea of hard work is spreadsheet sorcery, not video editing, style and stamina over brawn. 8 out of 10. Framework Laptop 13 2025. This DIY-friendly laptop is like the Swiss Army knife of tech. Swap parts, pick your ports, and even choose the color of your bezels, so you can repair or upgrade mid-adventure as easily as changing your socks. Performance is snappy with the new Ryzen processor. But while everyone else is binge-watching shows on long flights, you will be hunting for the nearest plug after just 8 to 11 hours if you are lucky. Battery life is, let's say, brief. All this flexibility comes at a price so steep you might need mountaineering gear to reach it. But if you love tinkering more than actually traveling, it could be your quirky, perfect match. 6 out of 10. Lenovo ThinkPad X13. This legend packs serious business class vibes for globetrotters with its sturdy build, comfy keyboard, and enough security features to make a secret agent blush. Plus, the battery keeps chugging for up to 14 hours so you can cross continents without hauling a charger. Soldered memory means upgrades are as impossible as getting an aisle seat for free, and the missing SD card slot will make photographers do a double take. But as a travel workhorse, it is ready for anything but your next LAN party. Thin, light, and nearly unbreakable, but with a price tag that will remind you you are not expense reporting this for work. 8 out of 10. LG Gram Pro 16 24. This 16-inch featherweight is so light you will check your bag twice to make sure it is really inside, flexing enough battery life to last a long-haul flight and a half, plus a screen so vibrant you will want to show strangers your spreadsheets. Sure, performance is pretty good, not blow your hair back, and you will pay dearly for the privilege of owning a giant laptop that feels like a paperback. But if you crave a big display without the big gym membership, this is basically carry-on luggage royalty. Mushy trackpad aside, it's the king of ultra-portables for travelers who want an actual desktop on their tray table. 9 out of 10. ASUS Zenbook S14. This Zenbook struts onto the scene wearing a sleek Ceraluminum jacket, packing an OLED display that's as vibrant as a travel blogger's Instagram feed. Battery life winks at you with up to 27 hours, meaning it will probably outlast your jet lag and your phone combined, but the price tag might make your suitcase lighter by a few $100s. It is elegant, so minimalistic you might forget you even brought a laptop. Except when the sun hits that uncoded screen and gives you a free disco ball effect. 9 out of 10. HP Omen Transcend 1424. If you like your vacation laptops with a side of serious gaming muscle, this Omen packs an Intel Meteor Lake processor and NVIDIA graphics in a frame that's thinner than a hotel pillow. The screen is a total knockout. OLED, bright jaw-dropping, but the battery wheezes out after 6 hours, so keep that charger ready or prepare for dramatic power outages at the airport. It is comfortable to type on and cool under pressure. But for travel, that battery performance is about as relaxing as a missed flight. 6 out of 10. Lenovo Yoga Slim 7i Aura Edition 15 2024. Sporting the brawn of a big, thin laptop, this Yoga checks off gorgeous touchscreen, fingerprint-resistant build, and surprisingly strong battery life that will keep you working while everyone else is napping. The keyboard feels plush, and it swipes accessories meant for the MacBook Air 15, so your sleeves can double as disguise gear. But the touchpad gets a little noisy. Maybe it is just excited to be part of your trip. Minor quirks aside, this machine will flex through airports and coffee shops with a lot more zen than most of your fellow travelers. 8 out of 10. HP Spectre X60 1424. This laptop rolls into your travel bag looking like it cost you your last first-class upgrade, with its dazzling OLED display and metal build showing off more style than most airport lounges. Flip it, bend it, or sketch on it with a pen. until you remember the port selection is as stingy as baggage fees and the price tag leaves your wallet gasping for air. Sure, it's nimble, packed with the latest chips, and almost perfect for video calls, but good luck plugging everything in without an adapter. Bring extra dongles, not just snacks. 7 out of 10? Acer Chromebook Plus Spin 714, 2024. The Spin 714 is like that smart, friendly backpacker. Affordably sharp, not trying too hard, and flipping into tablet mode without pulling a muscle or your patience. Packing all-day battery life, AI photo magic, and a snappy keyboard you'll actually want to type on while crammed in coach, it punches well above its weight for travelers who want reliable performance under $700. Still, Chrome has limits. It cannot run every app, and reflections on the screen compete with the view out your airplane window. So good luck editing photos in sunlight. 8 out of 10. Microsoft Surface Pro 11th Edition 224. The Surface Pro 11 is thin enough to slide under your travel pillow and flaunts a beautiful OLED display that might just outshine your next layover. But good luck running your favorite apps if they aren't living in the ARM world yet. The battery claims are sky high and the keyboard feels fantastic, but once you add all those accessories, your budget for snacks and souvenirs goes out the window, along with easy gaming and actual software compatibility. At this price point, it's gorgeous, versatile, and still makes you wish most things worked just a bit better away from the Microsoft ecosystem. 6 out of 10. Lenovo ThinkPad X9 15 Aura Edition 225. This ThinkPad X9 Aura Edition struts in with an aluminum suit and an OLED display so dazzling, it makes airport lounge lighting look even worse by comparison. The battery is marathon ready for long-haul flights, but that price-to-performance ratio drops your wallet into turbulence, and the missing track point will have old-school ThinkPad fans crying into their airplane snacks. Sleek, but for travel value? It's a business-class ticket for the price of a private jet. 6 out of 10. Apple MacBook Air 1524. Packing silent magic tricks with its ultra-thin build, this MacBook Air glides through security and slides onto any tray table, all while showing off a gorgeous display, sharper than your jet lag. The battery runs nearly 2 days, and performance is so chill, you might forget you even need a charger. But that FaceTime notch lurks like a stowaway in your streaming binge. For travel, it's the laptop that actually delivers first-class comfort without the drama. 9 out of 10. Lenovo Yoga 7 2-in-1 14, 2024. The Yoga 7 bends, flips, and tries hard to win double duty points for travel versatility, but its screen brightness is more hotel lamp than sunny tarmac, and that weight makes it feel like you snuck an extra book in your carry-on. Mid-range value keeps your travel budget happy, and battery life impresses. Just watch that power button so you don't accidentally nap both your device and your layover plans. Would I buy it? Maybe. 7 out of 10. Lenovo ThinkPad X1 Carbon Gen 13. This featherweight traveler practically levitates out of your bag, with a slick carbon magnesium body that feels premium enough to make cabin upgrades jealous. The dazzling 2880 by 1800 OLED display and roaring Intel processor turn airport lounges into productivity powerhouses, but the battery stamina will have you plotting your next outlet hunt just halfway over the Atlantic. It is pricey, sure, and you cannot upgrade much, but it feels so sturdy and professional you actually want people to see you using it. 8 out of 10. Dell 14 plus 2-in-1 225. This convertible comes to the party with budget-friendly flair, showing off strong hinges and a battery that just keeps on going, like a caffeinated backpacker at a hostel. But then you notice the display is about as exciting as airline food, dim and lackluster, leaving you squinting more than sightseeing in Spain at noon. Good productivity for students and travelers who mostly click and scroll, but if stunning screens or bold colors are your thing, best look elsewhere. 5 out of 10. Acer Swift Go 14 24. This glossy aluminum workhorse packs punchy performance and a bright, surprisingly good display into a slim body you will not mind lugging from train to train. It is brilliant for the price and has ports galore, but the battery will wave the surrender flag early on longer trips, while touchscreen smoothness is more sticky notes than silk scarf. If you want value and a lively screen for your next trip, great. Just do not expect record-breaking battery life or buttery touch. 7 out of 10. Lenovo Yoga 2-in-1 Aura Edition 14, 2025. If you are the kind of traveler who wants to bend, flip, or twist their tech like a yoga master, this laptop is itching to stretch with you. It is thin, weighs as much as 2 apples, and the battery lasts nearly an entire flight across the Atlantic, so no awkward power naps next to airport outlets. But watch out. The price tag might make your suitcase lighter than the laptop itself, and those fancy features are more showy than necessary unless you plan to run a yoga blog from a hammock in Peru. 7 out of 10.